Cassidy would say you just picked the worst person to do this, by the way.
Okay, everybody, here we go. We're going to talk about deism. Don't worry, Jennifer, I already started it. See, class, how it is? Okay, we're going to talk about deism, nationalism, and naturalism. Okay, we're going to start with open system, closed system. So you remember with Christian theism, it's an open system. We got God up here, and we're in here. It's an open system. Closed system, you got a God up here, and we're in here, and boop, 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 boop. There's no way any of this works, okay? So, it's really cool. Deism. There is a God. He's a clockmaker. He makes all the parts to the clock. He puts the clock together. He puts it on the shelf. He winds the clock and he starts the clock and leaves it, never to touch it again, and just look at it. That's a closed system. We can talk all we want, but he's not listening to us. That's deism. Now we have cold deism, which is basically naturalism with a God, which is an odd thing. And then we also have warm deism, where we can actually talk to God. Both of these came out of the Enlightened era, where they're trying to figure out naturalism. So naturalism is, and it's an old thing, it's just like all the rest of them, is dust to dust. We came from dust, we go to dust, there is nothing else there. It got explained a little deeper with the Enlightenment era of primordial ooze and chemical interaction. And the problem with that is the fact that it leaves no hope. And so they came up with deism. You had Descartes, you had Hobbes, you had all these other people that said, okay, well, there is a God. We just can't talk to him. That makes us feel better. And I'd like to know what you think about that. Now, naturalism is there is no God. There is nothing. And I'd like to hear what you've got to say about that. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we actually get into Descartes. I think, therefore I am, so we have existentialism, because that's the answer to the problem of naturalism. But now we're into the better one, nationalism. And what I like to do with nationalism is that old Foxworthy thing where you might be a nationalist if. You might be a nationalist if you think if for some reason the United States goes down, it thwarts God's plan for the universe and everything in it, and he can't finish. You might be a nationalist if someone else with a different world view must be kicked out of the country. Nationalism is different than patriotism. Patriotism is one's love for country and will defend it. Nationalism says, no, we are the chosen country. I don't know. There's a book somewhere that said that there's another people that were the chosen people and a bunch of other people were called Gentiles. You might read that somewhere in here coming along the way. But anyway, so that's what nationalism is. Hey, have a great week. Can't wait to hear your posts. Can't wait to read your writings. And let me know what you think. Have a great day.